That's right, people. 209 Absolute Hobbyz. Badass. We're going to show you this engine. Limited supply over there. Hopefully they still got some. Go check out Absolute Hobbyz. $209. That's a huge price drop from when they originally came out. First time I knew and saw about this engine was from Lil Chili. Did a review on two different ones. One was the Tiger and the other was this one, which is the Performa P1 Nitro V5 7-port radial engine. It's a beautiful engine. We're going to check it out. We also have one more badass engine coming. A lot of you know what it is. It should be here tomorrow. The next day we'll do another video specifically on that one, unless it gets here before I finish this video, which I doubt. So hang in. We also got the stuff to finish the billet Baja. We're going to go over it. I still need to clean this up some, and but we'll show you all the parts that we got. I'll be back in a sec. All right, people, let's just get down to this. Let me show you what we picked up first from DDM and Detroit Performance real quick. These are the things to take care of the billet Baja right here. I still got to get all this cleaned up and get it ready to go. So let's so these bearings right here, they are replacement bearings, fast eddy replacement bearings for this right here, the Turtle Racing clutch plate right there. So we're actually going to I won't need these right now, so we'll put them up. I bought a replacement one. You'll see it here. And the reason I did was because right here, you can see there's a crack. So this, you know, is original plate from when I built the billet Baja. So we're going to go ahead and just retire this one and do the new one. And I'm sure that's probably from it not being tightened right or being over tightened right there or something like that. I don't know. Definitely went together when I was more or less and still am a noob at 5th scale. So we'll try not to let this happen again, but we've got a brand new one, and now we've got some spare 2 spare clutch bearings here. Fuel line right here. I love this fuel line. Forget what it's called, but I bought 15 feet of it, and for $1 a foot or something like that. I don't know, but it's great fuel line. I got it because I'm going to redo the grommet here on the aluminum tank on the billet Baja, and we're going to it's leaking a little bit right here, so we're going to replace it with a another grommet, another 3-hole grommet, and then we're going to run this knockoff valve up to where it hits up here somewhere. But anyway, we'll get to the engine here in a second. Here's the Turtle Racing gear plate right there. Beautiful item. These right here, I highly recommend them. I put them on every engine that I get right away, brand new. This is the Bartolone Racing billet ignition coil spacer. It goes in between. It replaces the plastic little spacers that go behind in between the coil and the engine. Highly recommend these. So got one there. Here's the new gear for the Turtle Racing. So and the reason I have a new one is because I was using the Blackbone setup in gear, and there are different setups on here. So you see how the Blackbone is right there, and I think the Taylor is the same. The Turtle Racing is proprietary. I picked this up too. This is the grabber bell, and you can see right there where it sets down on there. This is a vented bell. We're basically not only trying to lighten this up, but we're also trying to bulletproof it. And part of my problem, I think, in the clutch area is that we were using this enclosed clutch, and things were heating up really good. So out with the enclosed one, and we're going to use an open. We're going to use an open clutch right here. It's got the larger diameter bearing and inner diameter. And then we're going to use this. This is the FS steel clutch with the Blackbone 10,000 spring. complete with all the bolts and everything, spacers, washers, Detroit Performance for that. And what else did I get from Detroit? I think I got that DDM. That's all I got from Detroit right there. I think I have something else coming for it. So let's get into this real quick. I'll be right back. We'll open up this box, man. We'll start working on this. And again, we do have another Nitro engine we're going to unbox this weekend. So hang tight. Take a look at the carburetor real quick. CRF. It is an insulated carb. Looks to be really good quality. It's a nice fat O-ring there. I'll get the cap off of it. It is a 2-needle carb. Well, 3 if you include the idle stop. But high speed, low speed, I like that. Should be good though. We're going to try and tune with it first once we break it in. Not sure if this will be modified. I may just keep this as a race engine in its stock form. But we'll definitely break it in and see what it's got. Man, I can't believe the price point on this now, $209, DLC coated crank. And we're going to open it up and check out all the other goodies. I seen an unboxing of the 3-port with Rex Welch, but it was different. So, and I don't think it was the DLC coated crank one. This is a steal, man. If they still got them, 209, get this, Italian made. So, badass engine. Let's open it up right now. Go. So we'll take a look at it here, but let's go over the specs on it. So this is the Performa P1 Nitro V5 7-port radical engine, 16mm bore, slide carb, SG crank, 1-cylinder, of course. Displacement 16mm, displacement 3.5 ccm. 0.21 nitro engine, 7 ports, RPM 39,000 revolutions per minute. The weight of the engine is 350 grams. Part number PA9478 at Absolute Hobbyz, I believe. I'll get you the part number on this. Originally $449.99. Like I said, Absolute Hobbyz had them. I got mine for $209. They're showing $219 on it, and it's under the deal of the day. So here's the information up here for it. Take a look, and you can go order it yourself. But let's take a look at this real quick, man. The black, beautiful ceramic bearings. A lot of oil in there. This was not stuck up at the top. It's got the exhaust manifold springs. You can use the short springs or the long springs. Sometimes I like to use a combination of the two. I'll use the short springs for the top and the long one all the way around for the bottom. There's your bearing. I don't know the difference between a Japanese bearing and something else, but I do know that these are ceramic bearings in the rear. It's a nice crankcase, man. I like it. Like it blacked out. Again, here's the carburetor. Let me pull it out. Cap off. Oh, it's probably got a Venturi in it. And it does. Alright, so it's got the 7.0 in it right now. And then it comes with the 6.5 and the 7.5 here. Also with a crank protector and your caps. So what kind of needle we got here? We got basically a long needle in there. It's a good looking carb, man. Alright, let's see what else. So here's our piston, again lightened like the OS Worlds that I showed y'all. Lightened there on the side. It's got the dimple. Some would call that the Team Edition. It's got a beefy rod with a knife edge. It is marked CRF right there. Sleeve is marked too, but it's marked with AB, either ABI or ABL. So you do have a large, and also CRF down here. This is a nice sleeve, man. Nice cuts right there, ramped. Pretty large exhaust port. A little bit of fang action there, some cuts there. And it's a really nice looking sleeve, man. Beautiful. Head button. It's got the O-ring. Ah, don't do that. Got the O-ring right there. And I'm not sure on the shim stacks. Looks like one. Is that another one? No. No, I don't think that's another one. It's got two. My micrometer, the battery's out in it, so I'm not gonna mic those up. But you got two shims in there. It's a good looking head button too, man. Same thing it says on the sleeve right there. ABI and then CRF. Got your exhaust. These dots right here indicate towards your exhaust port. And there's your back plate. Really nice looking back plate. It's got the dimple in the back plate right there, and your two air or fuel holes also in the top, so the air circulates in and out. And then it's got your cutout for the skirt there. Dimple at the top to tell you that it is the top. Again, really nice craftsmanship. 100%. Alright, well, that's the first engine that I wanted to show you guys. I mean, this thing is just beautiful, man. Look at that. I don't even know if I would need to have this modified. Let's look at the crank. Alright, so the crank has two brass weights in it. It's got some nice cuts there in the barrel on the counterweight. It is a filled crank and DLC coated. It's very nice. Alright, there you have it. The CRF Performa P1 Nitro V5 7-port. I'm not a big 7-port guy. I've got the Virtus, which is a 7-port extra long stroke, and I don't know. It's a good engine. It's powerful. This one is RCR modified. I will tell you the engine that we're going to unbox towards the end of the weekend here definitely is going to be modified before I even break it in. This one I'm not sure. I think that I'm just going to put this one back together, make sure there's no impurities in here on the parts or in the crank, put it back together, and put it on the shelf in case we want to go racing. We might fire it up though. We might break it in. It's not going to hurt anything really to break it in and shoot it for a rip or two. So we'll see. But my main focus is on this next engine that you guys are going to see. So that's it. I appreciate y'all. This is what I use for my after run oil. A couple people are asking. I use AMSOIL synthetic air tool oil. And I also use AMSOIL MP. I do about 75% MP, 25% air tool oil. You can put a little Marvel Mystery in there if you want as well. But I will tell you, nowadays, unless you're using VP fuel, nowadays you're using Bones Brew, things like that, especially you bashers. The oil content in these is good enough to where you almost don't have to do after run oil, but you do what you want. I very rarely put after run in any of my Nitro engines, and they always look really good. So anyway, if I do use it, that's what I use. And then after I do a cleaning, like I cleaned it up. I should have done another video to show you all the OS worlds. It's beautiful, man. It's back together. It's sweet. And, you know, we used oils to, because we're putting that in storage. But anyway, look for another video. We'll start getting this Baja back together. I want to get it back out in the field. I love the way this engine was running that day, the OBR mod. And, psyched to get this 10,000 clutch in there and see what it does. So other than that, people, I appreciate y'all. We'll see you in the next video. Peace.